Somebody who isn't spending Christmas with his family is Jordan Wylie. He is trying to travel around the United Kingdom on a paddleboard. He has managed to clock up 2,000 kilometres so far, but he's getting to the tricky bits, and he joins us now. Hello to you, Jordan. Thanks for joining us. 2,000 kilometres under your belt. Who'd have thought it?
Good morning, Kay. Thanks for having me. Yes, 2,000 kilometres in now, and it's cold, it's wet, it's windy, but it's the Great British Paddle, so no complaints.
OK, talk to me about the conditions. You say cold, wet and windy, but what about your body? How are you holding up?
Yeah, you know, it's 2,000 miles. It's 115 days today at sea, so in the fatigue. My body
Oh, Jordan, I think we've lost you. Jordan, I think we've lost you. Oh, you might be back. Hold on a second. Can you hear me, Jordan?
Yeah, loud and clear, loud and clear.
Fantastic, fantastic. Sorry, you were telling me about the impact that 2,000 kilometres has had on your body.
Yeah, it's 115 days now of consecutive paddling, so really feeling it. You know, the body's fatigued, a couple of injuries along the way, but you know, I'm just super grateful that I'm out here, you know, because I get to see incredible wildlife, incredible scenery, and the world's in a real challenging place. So I'm trying to, you know, give a bit of hope and inspire children through the spirit of adventure, and trying to raise money to build this school on the Horn of Africa. So we keep chipping away, despite the Scottish winter that we're approaching now.
Any impact from the pandemic on your attempt?
You've gone very difficult, Kay, but yeah, the COVID-19 restrictions, of course, they stop us going ashore. We can't actually go on land anymore, so we're here in a harbour at the moment in Malé, and this is the last time that we will get to fuel up. And again, we can't even leave the pontoon. But you know, that's not a problem. We appreciate that the world's in a crisis, and we will respect the rules and regulations, and continue to live at sea. It's really challenging for some of the crew members who've had seasickness, but you know, it's part and parcel of life on the ocean, unfortunately.
The hardest part of the journey is to come, isn't it? Tell us why.
I think so, yeah. I think, you know, going through Scotland now, going up towards Cape Wrath in the winter, we're into unknown territory now. No one has paddleboarded from Land's End to John O'Groats via the open water, via the sea. So we really are trailblazing, pioneering in that respect. But of course, lots of people don't think it can be done. They tell me it's impossible, but we're going to give it our best shot. The conditions that we're experiencing in Scotland right now are more brutal than we've ever experienced. You know, crossing the Irish Sea was relentless in itself, but in Scotland now off the west coast, it is really difficult. But safety is always our main priority, and if we can't paddle, you know, we stay on the boat. That's the most important thing.
But what you did do was, you are a former soldier, of course, and you did manage to, just seeing you waving at the Caledonian Ferry, you did manage to take time out to pay your respects to your fallen colleagues on Remembrance Day.
Absolutely, very proud former soldier, and one of the caps I wear is the UK ambassador for Army Cadets, and you know, to pay my respects, not just on Remembrance Day, but every day for those that paid the ultimate sacrifices is so important. You know, I'm very fortunate and very aware that I'm still here, having returned from conflict zones and lost a lot of friends and colleagues out there. So always a hugely important time of year, remembrance, every day, absolutely.
Why are you doing all of this?
So this is trying to, this is to build a school on the Horn of Africa for children affected by conflict in Somalia and Yemen. We're trying to build a new school and inspire hope, but also to fly the flag for the Army Cadets and inspire children back home using the spirit of adventure. So when they are allowed out, you know, we encourage them to get in the mountains, get on the water. Of course, not at the moment, but hopefully we can inspire through this journey alone and show that, you know, some days it's going to be tough and some days you do want to give up, but it's about keeping going and keeping that fire in your belly alive and keep moving forward, whatever life throws at you.
All being well, Jordan, where are you going to be on Christmas Day?
Great question, Kay. Do you know my target? If I'm honest, my target is to be at John O'Groats before Christmas Eve. It may not be that realistic, but that's my target in my mind. That's what I'm working towards. And if I can get there for Christmas Day, I'll be very happy with that. But we're over halfway now, so every paddle stroke I make means I'm going closer to home, and I take lots of positives from that. I'll get to see my family and my daughter soon.
Fantastic. And final thought, just before we let you go, of course you need to get back by March, don't you? It's a long way away, but you need to be back by March because you're one of the hunters on Hunted.
Yeah, we've got a new 2 series filming next year, so hopefully with what's going on in the world, things will have calmed down and be under control by then. But yeah, looking forward to be back hunting fugitives in the new year, hopefully.
Okay, well, looking at amazing scenery on your videos there, Jordan, 2,000 kilometres in, as you say, every paddle stroke now is a paddle stroke closer to home. Great work. Thanks for joining us, and keep in touch and let us know how you get on.
Thank you so much for having me, Kay. Thank you.
Take care. Thank you. And what we didn't manage to touch on there was in the middle of all of this, he also managed to break 2 world records.